So today we're going to talk about proportions. So what is proportions? Proportions is just simply a fraction equal to a fraction, okay? So if you take a look, at example 1, we have a fraction equal to a fraction. So if you guys don't like fractions, then there's such an easy way to fix this. Everybody watching? Just take this, multiply it up there, take this. So we do this. Ready? Watch the hands. I always like the hand motion. We do this cross multiplication. We go. Ready? So we do. You see that video? We just go. You got it? So when we do this cross multiplication, we get a 16 times x equals a 2 times 40. The fraction's gone. Why does it work? Well, if you multiply both sides by 2 over 2, the 2's cancel, right? 2 over 2. Multiply this side by 16 over 16, 16 over 16. The 16 is disappear, right? That's why it works. It's just much more easier. Just remember, just go, right? And then let's finish that up. 16x equals 80, right? And then what's 80 divided by 16? That should be 5 probably. Divided by 16 is probably, it's got to be 5. Yep. X equals 5. Thumbs up? Thumbs up? Pretty easy? Okay. Same thing with example 2, except we're going to have a little bit of algebra to do, but algebra doesn't scare me. Algebra doesn't scare me at all. So let's do the cross multiply. Okay, so we take our 2 times our x minus 3 equals our 3 times x, right? Thanks, Nate. You got the... Yeah. So then I'm going to get a... If I distribute, I'm going to make sure I distribute that times that times that. So I get a 2x minus 6 equals a 3x, right? Minus 2x, negative 6 equals x, right? And that's it. Thumbs up, easy. Okay. Now the next one's going to take some work, but keep in mind that on a test, this would be like an extra credit problem. But let's do it anyway, okay? So if I totally lose you on factoring and all this other stuff, bear with me, okay? I'll go slowly, okay? So let's still do our... So the x plus 2 comes up here. So I get an x plus 2 times an x plus 2 equals 6 times 24. Okay, that's easy. So you do your cross multiply and it's gone. Now, this x plus 2 is not... It is not x squared plus 4. It is not. Because you got to do the first outside, inside, last, right? It's like double distribute. So you got to go x squared plus 2x plus 2x plus 4 equals, I don't know, it's 6 times 24. Katie probably already knows, but I got it. 144. There you go. Got it before Katie did. You already had it, believe it. So then I'm going to have let's combine those two, okay, because I can. X squared plus a 4x plus, and let's bring in the 144 over. Subtract the 144. So I get a minus 140. Okay, let's just think about that. If I subtract 144 from 4, I get a negative 140. Okay. What times what makes 140? What times what makes 140? 14 times 10 is a good combination. Why did I mean, there's lots. You're not wrong. You're completely right, Claire. But why do I like 14 and 10 best? It should make a 4x if I put it together right. Guys, remember factoring? So with factoring, the whole thing about factoring is just, okay, x. I think everybody agrees with that, right? Because x times x makes x squared. But here's what you learn back to Mr. Bard's class. He said you take the multiples of the last number that add up to the middle number, right? So what are the multiples of the last number? Lots of them. But the ones that work best are 14 and 10. So if you have a positive 14 and a negative 10, when you multiply them, you'll get a negative 140. But when you add them, you'll get a positive 4, right? So it's factored correctly, but we're not done because we're still solving, okay? So there's still more work to do. We factored it, it's great, but we're not done because it equals 0. So we take our x plus 14, set it equals 0, and our x minus 10, set it equals 0, okay, right? Because we need to know when both pairs are equal to 0. How am I doing? Have I lost you? Told you it was going to be a good problem. I like it. So minus 14, one answer is negative 14. Plus 10, the other answer is 10. How's that? Any thumbs up on that one? I see a couple. Some thumbs down, sideways, okay. Okay, that's all right. Sideways is okay, but I did see some thumbs up. I like that problem too. It's a fun one. Yep. Okay, super easy. Okay, nobody will miss this. Nobody will miss this on the next quiz. If you miss this in the next quiz, I should slap you. I won't, but I should slap you, okay? What is slope? Slope is rise over run, right?
No.
Rise over run. Is that a fraction?
Yes.
Is that a proportion? Yes, because proportions are fractions. So what is the slope of line A? That's line A. What's the slope? Well, it's up 2 over 3. That's it. Just 2 over 3. Nobody better miss that one on the next quiz. It's that easy, okay? What's the slope of line B? Down 2 over 1, right? Down 2 over 1. It's a fraction, which makes it a proportion, which makes it a ratio, right? It's all the same words for fractions, okay? What's the slope of line C? Up 0 over 1. Up 0 over 1, which is basically 0, okay? And remember, D. True, you like to ski. I know you do. If you're going to ski this one, what's this going to be? This one's going to be death, isn't it? Right? Because this one's going to be, it's going to be up 1 over 0. It's going to be up 1 over 0, but you can't divide by 0, can you? So this one's undefined. This one's going to be undefined. Just remember, slope is like steepness, right? And I know there's occasionally, when I go up to 7th Heaven True, it sometimes getting down can be tricky, can't it? It could be just like this. I remember like a couple of years ago where it was jumping 10-foot cliffs. And 10 foot doesn't sound like bad if you're really, really good. Like maybe if you're Lane McKinney, jumping 10-foot cliffs, no big deal. For me, jumping a 10-foot cliff was scary, right? Yeah, so slope's easy, right? Okay, now, example 5, quadrilateral. So I'm just going to draw a picture, quadrilateral, okay? And so a ratio of 2 to 3 to 5 to 7. Now I don't know how big it is, but it's in a ratio of that. So it could be like 2 to 3 to 5 to 7, or it could be 20 to 30 to 50 to 70, right? So let's make this a 7x. We'll make this a 2x. We'll make this a 3x. I'm going to make that a 5x, okay? So I use x's because it could be either a really small version of it or a really big version of it. So I use x because no matter what, the ratios, right? So what do I know? And it says the perimeter. Oh, I got these in the wrong spot. It's the perimeter and it's the sides. It's no big deal. Let me put a 7x here. Sorry, you guys. I'll put a 3x here. I'll put a 2x here. And I'll put a 5x here. Doggone, I hate it when I make mistakes. Anyway, perimeter, it's not the angle. So if I go this plus this plus this plus this, it is supposed to equal 85. So let's do that. So let's go our 2x plus our 3x plus our 5x plus our 7x equals 85, right? Because all the way around means perimeter, so we just add them up, okay? So how many x's do I have? Looks like I have 17. You guys okay with 17 of them? I've got 17x equals 85. Katie's going to tell me that that's 5, aren't you, Katie? Divide by 17. Is it 5? Eduardo says yeah.
Yeah.
X equals 5. Now, is that the answer?
No.
How do we find the answer?
Like,
Sure, let's plug it in, plug it in, plug it in, plug it in. So this side's going to be 10, right? This side's going to be 35. This side's going to be 15. And that side's 25, okay? Not bad. Pretty easy. Thumbs up. Awesome. Okay, turn the page. Here we go. Sauron's Castle. Okay, so did you guys see this in the book? I think they gave a picture of Sauron's Castle, right? So let's set it up, okay? So I go to page 456. I should see Sauron's Castle. Better than what I'm going to draw, because the picture I'm going to draw is not going to look like Sauron's Castle. So go to page 456, all right? tower? It's a tower. Thank you. You're right. Yes, which is really a cool movie. And if you guys have been fortunate enough, you might have read the book.
I have this.
Nice to hear that somebody still reads. Yes, yay. Nice, somebody still reads. I love it. Yes. Okay. I probably didn't want to hear that.
We can't see it. There we go.
I just heard I don't think I've ever read a book in my life. I don't really want to hear that. That's really depressing.
It was actually, I don't think I've ever finished the book.
Okay.
I didn't say that.
Okay, you didn't say that, no. But I know there are kids that like really never have read an entire book, and that's really depressing. Yeah, it is depressing. Yeah.
I read my own food.
Yeah. Real quick plug for reading. Real quick, you guys. I assume all of you want to be as smart and sharp as you can, but reading is like going into the weight room. If you read regularly, your brain will grow. There's tons of research. Tons. If you want to be a smarter kid, if you care about being a smarter kid, read. If you want to sleep better, read at night, but read a nice book that you enjoy. You will sleep better. Anyway, moving on. So here's Sauron's tower. Looks like this. Okay. And then it turns out that we've got the scale model, and then we've got the real one. Okay, so here's the real one. Okay. All right. So they had to build a model because obviously it cost a lot of money to actually build a real castle. You guys agree with that? It cost a lot of money. So we got the height and width. So the height's 8. The height's 8. And the width is 6. Got it? And then it says the width of the full tower is 996 meters. So if we want the height, let's just call it x. And again, this is one of those where we can set it several ways. Okay, I'm just going to say it, and then we'll choose whichever way we want. But we could go 8 goes to x, as 6 goes to 996. We could go 996 goes to 6, as x goes to 8. We can go 8 goes to 6, as x goes to 996, right? There's so many ways. If I can make a suggestion, does not matter. What I like to do is put the unknown on top. I like to put the unknown first. It makes it easier to solve. It doesn't have to be that way. But I might go height of this one to height of this one would equal height of this one to height of this one. Again, there are maybe 8 ways to set this up. This is the way I'm going to do it. I'm going to go this height to this height. So I'm going to go x goes to 8 as 996 goes to 6, right? Height of the tower, height of the model, base of the tower, base of the model. Now, when I cross multiply, I can skip a step. I mean, I'm going to do this real quick, but if I go 6x equals 8 times 6x equals 8 times 996, you guys watching? Then you have to divide by 6, right? And that's correct. That's totally correct and get the answer, okay? But wouldn't it be easier to say, wait a minute, wait, what's a faster way? Anybody see a faster way? Yeah, let's just multiply it by the 8. You guys agree? Multiply both sides by 8? Wouldn't that be faster? It's already divided by 6, right? Does that make sense? I mean, it could go this times this times this. That's correct. But gosh, let's make it easy. So x equal to 8 times 996 over 6. So just multiply both sides by 8. Multiply both sides by 8, right? And then use a calculator. On, clear. 8 times divided by 6. We get an answer of 1,328. And that's in terms of meters tall. Okay? How's that? And I know I wasn't very nice because I didn't give you any time in class to work on homework. Boo for Mr. Davies. Now I know.
We usually don't have homework.
We